Good morning, afternoon, night. This is We Are Not Prepared, and we are your hosts, Byron
and Mark Ivy. We're back, baby.
We are back, aren't we?
It's our third show.
How are you this fine day of Mercury and retrograde?
I'm great. I'm always great on Monday.
People always tell me that. Like somebody tries to run me over on the road and they go, it's okay because Mercury's in retrograde. I go,
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's
Mercury's in what?
retrograde.
Retrograde?
Yes.
Huh.
So something how the stars and Mercury's align causes people to act weird.
So I asked, what's that mean? You said I have no idea, and then you just explained it word for word.
That's all I know, though.
Okay.
So I really don't have any idea. I just know that people come up to me all the time and go, Mercury's in retrograde.
I'd say cut it out. Cut it out.
Cut it out.
Stop saying that stuff. How was your weekend?
It was a good weekend. A lot of walking.
Why?
Well, I went to the football game.
Oh yeah, how was the outcome of that bad boy?
It was it was okay for me. I just enjoyed it, but my family wanted to leave the beginning of the third quarter. So I go, it took me 2 hours just to be able to get to my seat. So I'm not leaving. So here's the car keys. So I gave them the car keys. So then I walked to my house, which was 3 miles away, and it was.
Lincoln Riley never would have let that happen. That's all I got to say about that. Do you like going to games? Because it is such a pain, and I don't know if it's the same pain for everyone because I'm blind, so it just stinks.
I go once every 2 years, and it's enough.
Getting to your you're climbing over when you're getting to your seat, do you go butt to face or crotch to face when you're scooting by people?
I give them a little bit of both.
A little both? A little side action kind of?
Crotch to the front, to the back of their head.
Oh, okay. So who the people your row is they're getting your big black butt, and the people in front of you are getting your crotch.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's that tight. So
it's what?
It's that tight. I mean, it's just
your butt.
Just the rolls are that tight. It's not. I don't know how my butt is not tight.
What rolls are tight?
The roll of the at the place. The seats are so cramped together.
Yeah.
Row.
Row. I thought you were saying someone's role. I'm like, who's playing a role with your tight butt?
Which brings us to our subject today. What a great segue.
Are you going, Jeffrey? Or are you talking about Mr. Dahmer?
Well, let's start tight shaving.
Okay.
Just because I've been thinking of this all week, just so we could talk on our podcast. So I notice as I shave and I get older, my face becomes much more loose, kind of like Jell-O. And so shaving is like shaving a mound of Jell-O.
Gross.
And so I can never get my hair shaved off because it's moving around. So I have to grab a piece of my face and stretch it. So I get one cheek, stretch it all the way over to the other cheek so that I could get a good swipe with my razor.
Yeah.
So you don't have this problem yet because your face is still not like Jell-O.
I do have a problem, though. I'm a little Jell-O-y.
Are you?
I mean,
you'll get more that way.
I think it's just me weight gain, but a little Jell-O-y. No, I have something gross. I have this condition where numerous hairs grow out of the same hair follicle.
Really?
Oh, it's yeah. And so
I so want to see this.
when I like if I don't shave for a week, I'll show you. You can literally just like there'll be these really dark hairs, but it's because there's like 4 hairs out of one, and you can literally just be like pop them out, just without it doesn't hurt or anything. It's the grossest, weirdest thing.
Wow. Now, as I get older, I do get hairs just in random places that have never appeared on my body before. So suddenly out of my elbow,
little elbow hair,
I'll just have a hair come out.
You keep it there?
Generally.
Yeah. See how long it'll grow?
Unless it gets in my way. I don't want hair to me gets in my way. So I just want to mow it down, chop it off.
Have you ever considered LASIK hair removal for your face?
I have not. But since we're having this talk, this is why we're having this podcast, to help me with life decisions.
Yeah, just LASIK hair removal.
Just remove all my hair.
Yeah.
And that could do the same with your follicles.
Exactly, yeah. We could do it together.
We could
hold hands.
We could hold hands.
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
I don't know.
Okay, now you had a very interesting subject matter also.
Which was? You said, I'm not saying it first. You say it.
Okay, so you were watching. Why did you throw this to me? If somebody's going down, it's the little brown man. So you were watching the Jeffrey Dahmer show on Netflix.
Yes.
And it made you
hunger, or made me ponder. Made me ponder what it would be like to be a blind serial killer. No, I'm kidding. It would be. I did look at my wife and I was like, could you imagine like if that was me and like people came in, how nervous I'd be like, where did I put that head? It was here. I swear it was here yesterday. Just like things scattered everywhere, just not knowing where things were.
And you might get the wrong person.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to like go after somebody in a crowd and you would just actually get the wrong.
Yeah, I would probably have to go after the people closest to me in life.
Which would really make it hard to eat them.
Right. Unless you had ketchup. Yeah. Yeah, like he serves. Has anyone seen Jimmy? You've been eating them the whole night. And then they ask for like A1 or whatever, and Jeffrey gets like super pissed because you know how like chefs get mad if you try to put like sauce. He's like, it doesn't need sauce. They're like, all right, God, just try it.
I'll just eat this. I'll just eat this normally. This is great. This is actually waking me up. So.
It is, the whole thing though, if, I don't know, I never know what to think about that stuff because you don't want to, you don't want to make them, what's the word, glamorize? Or,
yes.
Yeah. And I don't think they're doing that, but I don't know. Like you'll catch yourself like feeling sorry for them. Like, and you're just like, I don't know if you're supposed to snap out of it or feel sorry for the victim. So like, you know what I mean? Like it's just a terrible situation he's growing up. He's born with these tendencies and then everything in life feeds into it, you know? And so it's just like, do you feel bad for him or do you feel bad for him because then maybe he wouldn't have done all that for the victims?
So my motto, which I don't follow as well as I would like to, is I try to have empathy for whoever is in any situation. And so just because I really think that very easily that could be me. Although the eating part, it's hard for me to picture that.
Oh, that's where you draw the line, not like the dismember, like not the actual murder, but then eating is where you draw the line.
Well, I don't draw a line there. It's just hard for me to picture that I would end up doing that. But I just know in situations that I could be the killer just as easily as I could be the one that's being killed. And so I just try and find empathy in all those situations as much as I can. my personal spiritual belief is that I am not here to judge other people. And so that is hard because people do things that makes it where I almost naturally judge them. But I know that I don't want to.
Yes, you are taking that to the. Yeah, that's so you're all in on that because I agree and I am that way. But then when it's something that extreme, that what you just said, that empathy thought, and maybe it's a bad thing, does not even enter my head.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not sitting here just mad at the guy the whole time. I'm just constantly battling between what, the story they're telling and then the gruesome, unthinkable acts that he's, committing. And you're saying, well, just hold on, Mark. Just get to know him a little bit.
No.
Before you pass judgment.
No, I'm just saying that I just think,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you do. But if we take that off the table and we just go straight to eating body parts of a human, which was really your original question, which body part would I eat? If I... Why are you like...
It's just so funny.
This was your question. And you're so surprised.
We could take it so many ways.
Ask me the question, and I will give you the answer.
If you had to eat a body part given the opportunity of a human being, Byron Jackson, what would it be?
Which would be the most? I think, okay, I decided like a finger or something because it had less meat. I wouldn't want to eat a meaty part.
Oh, wow. See, I was going like calf.
See, that's too much meat for me.
Okay.
I just want to get this over with. It's kind of like a frog leg.
You frying it?
I would fry it.
Fry it,
batter it, cornmeal.
I think
I don't know why Jasmine is giving us a time limit. It seems like she should just let this go forever, doesn't it?
She probably knows that it could be the last podcast we ever do. And so she's like, hey, just a heads up.
Straight to jail. We're not saying we're going out. Not that we would go out and do that. But
do you know who Norm Macdonald is?
Yes.
So he's my favorite comedian of all time. He's dead.
He's dead, though.
Yes. SNL. So he's notoriously the only SNL cast member who never did an audition or sent in like a packet. So like back in the day, I'm sure they still do it now. They're like, hey, like Dennis Miller goes, I know this guy Norm, he's hilarious. And then they're like, all right, have him send in a packet. And Norm's like, a packet? I'm not sending a packet. So he sent in one joke, right? And I'm going to butcher the whole joke, but essentially it's they're in the court for the Dahmer hearing or case, right? And so Dahmer's sitting there and they go over like just the gruesome acts that he committed, right? All very detailed. And then Dahmer looks over the jury when they're all finished and goes, well, in my defense, they started it. I don't know why. That kills me every time. Or he'll do it also the other way where he'll do the same thing and then he'll just like abruptly yell out, I mean, this guy's a real jerk. After explaining what he's done, he's lured them in, he sawed their bones and he served them. I mean, this guy's a real jerk.
Yes, he is.
Anyways.
Hopefully this has been helpful for somebody in the world, but this has been the wonderful, enlightening We're Not Prepared podcast with
Mark Ivy
and Byron Jackson. This has been a lot of fun this morning.
It has. I don't know if I'm walking away energized or
hungry.
Yeah.
You guys have a great day.
Goodbye.